The option we have is to work and survive. Today, I think I was listening to one song and the person said, you have to learn how to look for money before you learn how to spend money. I said, that is very true. That is very true. And Sunday is Who said that? I've forgotten. One day I remember it and share that with you. And when I heard that, I said, it is indeed true. Reason anytime when we sit like this, we try to put things together for you to also get engaged in whatever we are doing. My name is Sammy Flex. This is Showbiz Daily. And Showbiz Daily is proudly brought to you by the gentleman in the studio, Roland Amate in the middle from Shagzy, Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube, and showbizchannelgh.com, and in Team Dodi Solomon at the extreme end. In Team Dodi Solomon is also called Chemo. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And again, remember, he represents Intidosu Digital Solutions to take care of all your streaming platforms, monetization, promotion, and more. Behind the scenes, Bujulens is the editor, and Theophilus Digosh is our DOP, making sure that you get to see us beautifully seated here in the studio. Now, when we come from the weekend like this, then you should know that the things have piled up, so many things, but we're going to spend some few minutes to touch on each of them briefly. Then we can take our time to prepare the rest of the activities for you for the week. Now, when you go online, many are not happy with a statement man of God Salifu Amwakon. It's a bishop, Bishop Salifu Amwakon has made after the the tragic incidents at Legon, where his son was involved in the problem. The problem was he was the one driving speedily to hit the other car, which led to the death of two young women. I hear one is buried and the other yet to be buried though. I don't know if they were still able to recognize them after the burning. I don't know. But I wish at least the parents would say, oh, that's my daughter lying down there. Because if it happens that their bodies are charged, then I know they are a whole times two. That is just by the way. Now, the man of God last Sunday during his sermon had said some things that are actually running online. Information I'm gathering is that there was a journalist who was in there to record this. The church members did not leak the video. The church members saw the statement to be an in-house statement. But I hear there was a guy.
Yeah, from City.
That's what I'm gathering. Because if you check the video, he could not really openly record the thing. He was recording from the back of some seats. Either he was wearing that breast pocket kind of camera, because that was what it was facing. And the video is out. Now, many also say, hey, Osopo, did you say that? Is it not yesterday that you were crying? That you were crying. People said, Osopo, stop crying, stop crying. Now you've stopped crying, saying, what? My son did not pull a gun. Well, the video is there for you to check, and I'm sure you might have also seen it, but the stories are out there for you to know. First, let me go on to Chemo. Let's pay attention critically to what the man of God said. First, let me also add that the man of God also did well by even bashing his own people. That why come to the law court to fight with media people and police officers? Why? Are you people mad? This is a case that is not supposed to be handled through fighting. It is through the law court. Let's go there and jaw. Say what you have and I say what I have. Let's see how the law will judge it. And again, now because of my name, media people are even fighting me. Because I'm Bishop Sally from media people are fighting me. So why are you guys going to fight? No, don't fight. Support me in any way you can, but don't go and fight anybody. And that was where he also added that, after all, what crap? My son did not take a gun to go kill somebody. It was through an accident. Meanwhile, this accident, many have also described the accident as manslaughter. Some people even think it is a murdering act or something. and another Samuel Bedus in the news for championing that conversation. He's not a lawyer, but he's championing that conversation. I'm not saying because a manslaughter, a murder, a guy. As it stands, many are not happy with man of God's statement. Did he say something wrong? Did he say something right? Chamo, let's finish this.
I was really surprised when I heard. For me, I listened to the audio part of it. I have not watched the video.
The video, okay. You wouldn't see it clearly, so don't even bother.
Yes. And I was surprised to hear what the man of God said. I was like, but the last time you were begging, in fact, I even said that this was a good move. For him
it's part of the process.
Yes, for him to repair some of the things that he has said earlier that people will use against him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, whoever is advising him or if he is taking his own initiative, this is good. You apologize, whether you are even doing it genuinely or not. The best way is to apologize and then keep calm and then see what will happen next, especially in the law court. In fact, I said that the judges are not supposed to listen or watch what is going on outside the court, but they are human beings. They live with us. So in one way or the other, they also hear some of these things, and these things influence them sometimes. So you have to be careful the way you conduct yourself when you have a case like this. Unfortunately, he is not keeping quiet, or he's not following his acting role. Even if you are not genuine, you should act a certain way for you to get public sympathy. I thought that he was winning, or he was getting some people on his side. Even on our page, we posted the Reverend Obofo's apologizing on his behalf. And in fact, Reverend Obofo also knelt down, apologizing, saying that we should forgive the man of God. This is an accident, it can happen to anybody. So I thought he was on the right track. I mean, some people putting in certain things for him to look good, especially in the court of public opinion. I thought he was doing well. But you see, sometimes they say Suban is insane. And for him to make a comment like that, I mean, it's a no. To say that my son didn't pull a gun or whatever is.
But are we also considering the context in which he said that?
No.
Yes, because I understand that statement's face value might sound some way, but in context, he was addressing something before he punched in that.
Even in the context, it will still not be justifiable, or you cannot justify it, because there are some people who are suffering at this moment, and they will not take any other reason for you to say that because it's an accident, so you should leave it like that. If accident is not like you pulling a gun, then you will not even go to court in the first place. For you to land yourself in court, even though it's an accident, means that some people intentionally cause accident. So if you say it like that, people may label what happened as you being intentional. Or your son being intentional. Like Arnold said, or Arnold and people who think like him will say, that you have caused manslaughter, or you have caused a murder in one way or the other. So in your quest to represent yourself well, or make people see that this is an accident and we should take it as such, it's either you don't say anything, or whatever you say will be in the form of an apology. Never try to justify yourself, especially at this time. If everything has gone down, like we have gone through the court process, everything, and you are talking like this, yes, some people would then agree that, oh, it's in a contest. He was saying it based on what is understanding and all that. But we are not there. In fact, we have not started that part. And this will not go well for you, especially when there are other evidence making you look bad. People are pulling your videos you saying statement that they consider as rude, as you not respecting even the law.
Yeah.
So you are not in good position to speak like this.
Yeah.
Again, your son. Now people are even bringing his history, even in at school. They are saying that he wasn't a good kid, and a lot of schools have dismissed him. A lot of schools have dismissed him.
Oh, I see.
He is moving from one school to the other, and all those details are coming out. So it doesn't look good for you or your son. Based on that, just keep quiet. Don't talk. Why? Why do you want to justify yourself now? You see, when you spoke about him chastising his church members, why are you going to fight the media? And that's the posture that you have to hold.
Maintain that.
Maintain that. Don't do anything to justify yourself. Like this is an accident, so no. People will not see it like that, because especially coming from you, that they have videos about you and your son, and it is not looking good for you or your son. Your son's even videos alone, the way that he's been driving, that alone is a problem.
Yeah.
You have to find a way to make it look like, well, he's a child. I mean, some child, they are sometimes misbehave less. Like, you have to look humble. You have to talk humble. Everything that you do should be in that direction. So for him to try to justify himself or say something in the line of it's an accident, it's not a gun pulling and all that, is totally wrong. And I think he should sit back and do his thing right. Otherwise, some of the things, because we are not only talking reason here. There's sentiments involved. Some people will use the sentiment to also judge you or say certain things. So you have to be careful. So for me, I think he did well by apologizing, but now we are at square zero. Or at square one.
Because 90.
Yes, because he has also said something that...
he's muddied their own water that he cleaned.
Yes, and it's not good. It's not good.
Well, Chamo's verdict is clear. He thinks that was not a good approach from the man of God. Ro, take over. Let's listen to you.
Papa natural one as a papa. That's what I mean. In fact, when I was listening to the audio, let me say this before I go on that. I am just imagining what the next sermon will be like. How the next sermon will be like.
But by now, the church has other preachers. He should not even be preaching. Let people even feel that they're not crying. He's not even able to preach.
Yes.
But you see, script.
Abana should not be preaching.
But you see, in some of these situations, some of them, because of ego and a certain statement they would want to make, they will definitely still go and preach.
Okay, then if you have ego, then have it enough to withstand all the missiles coming.
Unfortunately, he doesn't. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Which is why, you see, this particular statement, I'm seeing it coming out of frustration and ego being bruised.
The reason you don't have to talk.
Exactly. But Obia was our temperament. And Obia was our temperament. Some people, yes, they know that they are in like a tight corner now. They are not supposed to do certain things. They are supposed to keep a certain posture. But forget, their ego is from here to heaven. And don't try to touch it. In fact, no matter what you do, don't try to touch it. I remember since talking of videos that are popping up, when he had a beef with Reverend Kofi Odro.
Yeah, I think I've seen that. Some interview with Zion Felix.
Gave it to him upside down,
came across that
front and back. Gave it to him dirty. And this is a person whose ego is bruised and he is frustrated. And the frustration is about everything. Now, the frustration is 360 around him. Not even his own church members can he trust.
Okay.
Because at this point, who is really my church member? The ones that I consider as one that I can even fall onto nearly put me into trouble the other time at the court. The one that I probably do not know self, I'm not even sure now I can even have a conversation with them one-on-one, and it will not be leaked to the public.
I don't know who else is looking for me.
Exactly. Because the way this particular audio was recorded and thrown out to the public space, like it's highly intentional. Like this is what the person wanted to do. This is actually what the person wanted to do. Okay, you've come out to apologize. Me, I always say that the reason why some people are slow in accepting certain apology is because of some of these things. It's because of some of these situations.
That it can change.
Exactly. It is your posture after the apology.
Yeah.
It is your posture after the apology. And sometimes that is what the situation is. Me, I was also happy when he chastised his church members, because that thing they did there, it was the first blow to him. And it was interesting to hear him say that some of them should have been behind bars by now. And I was like, yeah, it was a full casa. Only for him to, just a few moments later,
come and throw fire.
Throw bomb. And I'm like, yeah, don't do this. Don't do this. You know, if not for anything at all. Because, like he said, you are a public figure. There are people who will speak even without knowing even what the issue is about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is there.
Yeah.
But at this point, your concentration should not be about those people.
Yeah.
Else you make a mess of yourself.
True.
Your concentration should be on the victims or the people who are in pain currently. That is where your concentration should be. And that is where his concentration was actually when he came to render the apology. But now the concentration has shifted because he is reading news, he is listening to stuff, he is seeing stuff online,
The frustration is
and it is entering large, hard. And that is why he is talking like this. He's highly frustrated because now from home to church to wherever,
social media,
nowhere cool for him.
Yeah.
Nowhere cool for him.
But Zero, this is where he also needs to be silent even the more. Sometimes not everything that you have to. Today, I think I've seen people making such posts several times that it's not everything that you have to talk about.
Not at all.
But sometimes your silence would mean a lot. Imagine on that day he came in the church room wearing black and did not preach. Like that, the reporter will send this report back to his office that hey, the man has been affected.
Yes,
He was
just like that was the initial even news headlines that were popping up even before his apology. You remember when he was picked up? That was what was reported. The man is not in good shape because he's so struck by the news that he doesn't even know what to do. He's frustrated and sad and all of that. Until he was picked up, then he came with the apology. So the script there, it was going like that until now. And me, I can just imagine what the victim's parents and relatives might be going through now, especially when they hear some of these things. Even if they were touched by whatever act you put up during the apology, now it is completely wiped. And now their pain has been bruised more. Whatever they would want to do there. Like he said, they should just leave it for the court. And I pray, yes, the court may not be able to bring the victims back to life, but then
what the measures that they are supposed to take,
at least
they are sure going to take
and the parents of the victims or the relatives to wish them well. This is not an easy thing.
Wishing them well cries like telling them not to cry. Yeah, if you say I wish you well, it's like you're telling them don't cry, because the issue is really big. No matter what, they have to express some emotions because they are humans. They needed to express emotions for everybody to know that Charlie, now, let's move on to another story, which is more showbiz oriented, and we'll move on to watch a video from a gentleman who has been appearing on some radio and TV platforms as a pundit. I hear his name is Nana Ziga. Nana Ziga has been on a rant, and his rant is about Shatta Wale for the Baumia Meet the Creative Arts people. And during the event, if you remember, there was an opportunity for some of these creatives to ask questions here and there, and everybody came asking questions of their choices, some from Gamro, some from traveling here and there. And when it was Shatta's time to speak, he said that to him, he thinks what is keeping them afloat or alive in the industry are their fans. And their fans, he thinks they have been neglected. Some cannot even go online to look for information. Some people cannot even get access to the right things that society is giving. Therefore, he's asking the president that, or the president to be, that when he gets the opportunity to sit on the big seat, he should consider such people and find some alternatives for their survival. This was Shatta Wale's call. Now, the gentleman, Nana Ziga, has been on TV, United Showbiz to be specific, throwing tantrums at Shatta Wale. In fact, accusing him of not adding his voice to the many people on social media and especially industry people who are calling for some reforms and some things to be done for the industry. The gentleman has been on fire, firing Shatta Wale though. Well, if you've not seen the video, let's go catch it. And after watching, I come and ask my people that, how do we deal with such heads? The gentleman and his position on Shatta's question looks like everything is opposite, more or less. Well, you watch it, you'll come back to continue.
On my letter, papa. He gave me a letter, and I was shocked. Listen to me. Oko baby, yeah, arrangement now. Oh, say, mama, the high profile creative one, a better anymore. You understand? Said you be a camera ne to muswa. You be so way baby. I know the new where high profile ulanye we Jamaica what I say. Listen to me. Nipa bi abeto nyumbia no. We started as a dream artist. No aba be demo artist. No aba recording artist. No aba be star. Who free star no aba superstar. Who free superstar no aba mega star. Yeah, system no Shatta Wale or your mega star.
Okay.
That lumba mo level no or mapa mega star or your religion. People worship them. You understand? Lumba is a religion. Icon. Jamaica what you say. And now you vital as an A-list artist. I will have a big problem in the industry. So Shatta Wale came. Your man a microphone no say. Make kwada me pese meba. O kan am akwawe ne do obubisa question pa.
O ka say no pese
obeba. Nemom adibi had no pese obeka. Dia wa no kasa wa say. E kwa be na Dr. Baumia be fa so akwayi nkofo free street. What kind of question is this?
Yeah, but e be on so no problem no.
I am misfired. My goodness.
I understand.
I was shocked.
It be a personal problem.
That platform was wrong.
Platform not.
Yes, was wrong. Listen to me.
Did you tell him?
My opportunity in Ankasa. Baby, I'm a team.
Okay, so that was Ziga on UTV. Personally, I'm not too sure if he'll be called again for the show.
No, he will be.
Personally, I'm not too sure if he'll be called again because the show has built a certain level of presentation and submissions. And I think on the day, most of the submissions that I've watched, I did not watch live TV, but most of the ones that I've watched online from edited pieces, he needs to up his game a little bit. He needs to up his game because the understanding, his thought processes, akakakra. Send me bro, you know. Akakakra pa na me drink one mentiase. Bro, let me start this with you. You were there on the day.
As I can say CPU or football.
Process on the so. Akakakra. Process on akakakra. Process on akakakra. You were there. And you've also watched what the gentleman is saying.
Of course.
How do you reconcile these two?
I don't even know how to connect what his problem actually is to what the situation actually is, because what he was saying and what actually happened, I don't know how he understood, like he said, the whole thing that Shatta asked. You know, it is very simple. And from watching the video, I mean his submission, I realized that he was referring to the fact that, okay, these people have kind of presented what their plans for the youth. They've presented their manifesto and everything. So was expecting Shatta's question, Shatta to have directed his question to the manifesto or referred to the manifesto and not even asked the question. But he's forgotten that what the person says and what the person writes can be two different things, especially when you are right in front of the person. In the person's quest to answer whatever question that you are posing to him, his posture, his mannerism, the way he even answers your question, his wording even plays a major role on whether what he has presented to you will even be done or not. That is the first thing. Now, the second thing is the question, the main question Shatta Wale asked. And Shatta's question was concerning, like, it concerned the people in the streets, kind of.
Okay.
Yes, that is.
And he described them as his fans.
As his
the
fans.
supporters of his career.
Not only his fans,
yes,
but the people who makes the entertainment industry, the big people in the entertainment industry. These are the people who makes them. These are the kingmakers.
Yeah.
And these are the people he was referring to.
Yeah.
You know, not long ago, for some few weeks now, the entertainment industry have been, the focus of the entertainment industry have been shifted. And it is all because of economic crisis. And these economic crisis and its protests and demonstrations and whatever are being done by these kingmakers. Now, a celebrity or a musician that is supposed to be in the studio to record for a certain kind of event or maybe prepare for a certain kind of event is now joining demonstrators. It's now joining people who are just campaigning to stop Galamsey. And when you go and ask these people that are even involved in this kind of Galamsey stuff, they will tell you there is no job. And you think if the people are not in stable condition, the people do not have basic stuff that they are looking for, they will think about entertainment.
No.
Or they will think about even coming to patronize the tourism sector. Onipa no no ni ejuma mpo obeye ejuma die didi no. Upeso ombeto ticket 500 Ghana.
Means of survival. Yeah.
Ombeto ticket 500 Ghana. And at the end of the day, it is these same popular people who are going to receive the heat the more. Yeah. If you think they are not, then you are even a joke in the first place. So if somebody on that day, what kind of question didn't our people ask? What kind of suggestion didn't other people put through?
From Gamro to
music to artists to events to
like
so many from different quarters. And somebody is also thinking,
and he was there too.
Of course. And then the idea no
he was in the same auditorium.
And then the idea one say, okay, somebody is saying this, another person is saying that, and one person's thought is actually general. One that can also, and you so the understanding of Shatta Wale's question, he thinks that Shatta campaigning actually for the people out there to be okay when it comes to basic stuff, is out of place. And you are no belonging to the entertainment industry, which people does he want to come and patronize whatever he's trying to sell even in the entertainment industry in the first place? And if these people are not okay, you think they will come and say, tomorrow Shatta Wale is holding an event, they would want to come. And also will score the equal data, say me equal stream, you You see, when Shatta was talking about unemployment rate, even as part of his submission, the question,
okay,
Ziga wouldn't understand because he thinks unemployment and one, you see factory. Yeah, you see. But Shatta is talking also about unemployment rate in the industry because when one event is held, the number of people that get employed year of return. And this initiatives here government now say does he have any idea the number of people that are employed during such times?
Yes.
And if somebody poses this question, and you see that it is the reason why so many people were not even satisfied with Dr. Baumier's answer to the question.
Yes. Yes, because what they wanted to hear.
What they wanted to hear is not actually what he even said.
Exactly.
It is so no, it is a Ziga was so satisfied with the answer. Then make a CP, you know, no, you see.
If they can sit at some places.
No, you see, Chemo, you see, at the end of the day, it is your understanding to the situation and how you explain it or interpret it. There are certain interpretations that you give, and we know that, okay, this one has no malice. In fact, you are even asking questions. But this one, you've already processed it, understood it, and given your judgment.
Yes.
And in that sense, you should also understand that somebody has a different understanding to whatever it is. And because you are not even the author of whatever the conversation is, judging it utmostly is not your call.
Your portion, yeah.
And he actually expressed his disappointment that an artist or a figure of Shatta Wale's caliber was able to ask a question that concerns citizens. But these are the same people that are being insulted online for not joining demonstrations. These are the same people, demonstration part of entertainment. Galam say entertainment. But these are the same people that are being insulted. These are the same people that are being called as ever since this Galam say things started. Let lights go off right now, bang. Sarkodie's name will be mentioned. And you think it is out of place for people of that caliber to put in their voices for these people to be okay, then you, Nankasa, sorry.
Well, I still did not understand what the gentleman was trying to say, but maybe Chemo did. Chemo, yes, maybe you understood him.
Yes, I understood him. Just that not in good context or not in good taste, if I should put it that way.
Okay.
And I could see his disappointment when he started his submission and didn't get support.
Yes.
Even in the studio.
Yes. Everybody was against his position. Yes,
and he was looking for someone to support him, just based on how he was talking and looking around and all that. So obviously,
he was hype.
He saw that something is not right, but he couldn't get out of it.
Never see highway.
It was like, let me go. It will be a female out there. Let me fire like that. And then he continued saying his thing. I mean, there are some people who agree with him, or there are some people who will say that yes, I think Shatta didn't ask the question that they were expecting him to ask. If you just say it like that, I think people will not have issue with you, because you think that there's other things that the industry needs more than talking about the people in the street. Fine, but his explanation and defense exposed him. The explanation that he gave after saying that Shatta gave him little and he's disappointed. His explanation of, you see, the industry, we need certain things, but he couldn't mention the things that we need in the industry. Then you know that he just wanted to attack Shatta for nothing.
But he wasn't specific
about anything. Like after saying that Shatta gave little, he should be asking industry questions. He didn't give an example of industry questions.
Meanwhile, he was given a chance.
Yes. People disagreed with him, so he was given ample chances, like many chances
to himself and still make sense.
Yes, but still he couldn't go there. So now you feel that okay, you just wanted to attack Shatta, nothing more, nothing less. That's the impression that I got. After saying that Shatta gave little, he couldn't come up with anything that would make like, okay, this is your stand. Well, we will still disagree, because like the host, the Empress Gifty said, like the Shatta came there with what is on his heart or what was in his mind, and he wanted to express it. you were there. You can also ask
Express,
whatever you think is more important than what Shatta said. You didn't say that, but you want to attack Shatta for saying whatever that he said. I mean, me too, I will agree with anybody who will say that, yes, there's nothing wrong with Shatta's question. And I agree with those people. You see, Shatta's stance or the angle that he was coming from, he explained it so much so that you understand him.
Yes, to the basic.
Yes.
He took it to the basic.
He started from the fact that the fans are the people who are making them who they are.
And that he is now.
And then
he said it earlier.
Yes, he made it look like it's not even for him alone. The people around him at the time that he mentioned their names, Kuami, Eugene, Van Vika, Sammy, he said that they can all testify to the fact that people worry them for money and other things because those people don't have money. Because those people are not seeing top, like when it comes to the economy or whatever that they are doing. So they will be saying, champion, I beg, something small for the boys and all those things. In fact, that's why Shatta Wale, he always shares what he has with the fans.
Yeah.
He has made his, like, he came from this angle to say that for me to get relief, for the my colleagues here to get relief, what plans do you have for the youth? So that they will get to a position that even the celebrities here that you want to help, or the industry that you want to help, we will also get relief.
Yeah.
And again, if our fans are okay, we will be more than okay. Because they are the ones who are going to patronize whatever that we have.
True.
So, for them to get something is also important.
That's fact.
So, for the gentleman to come out to say that, no, we were discussing industry issues and he was just being selfish there. And again, he just wanted to attack Shatta Wale.
For nothing.
For nothing, because he couldn't explain himself. That's why I'm saying that I understand him if you can say that, yeah, Shatta's question is not good enough or is not important because we have other things to say, fine. What other things? Say it. For us to judge, like, okay, it's true. I think we have to look at what the gentleman is saying more than what Shatta Wale is saying. But you didn't say anything. That is where he exposed himself. So I think I agree with people who are saying that, yes, the gentleman just came in to attack Shatta Wale without any better reason. I mean, yes, as we are here, we are saying that we disagree with his submission.
Yeah.
And the reason is that, for me, he didn't say anything apart from attacking Shatta Wale. That's why I disagree with him.
Okay, so that is to be noted. And once again, sometimes when people sit on certain platforms and they speak like that, you ask yourself, are they also looking for the cake Shatta has been sharing for others?
For sure.
Yeah, because yes, by the Chua and all that people, Shatta shared some cake for them, and they are still enjoying that cake. Maybe Charlie have Madrid here, or something to me, you are now going to free cake. Yeah, but Chalemfa.
Is it not the same one who said that JJJ will kill the...
He was the same guy. He was the same guy. No, he was the same guy. That Snowboy JJJ has come to kill someone's album. The same guy. We can't say thought process. Well, this is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, and we are doing justice to some of the weekend's activities, though. Now, Kuami Eugene, in an interview this morning on Hits FM, had said something that has caught my attention, and I want to spend some time on the topic with my people here on the show. You know, for some time, we've been seeing Kuami Eugene doing projects without the label Lynx Entertainment on it, including some videos that he's put out. So today, while he was in the interview, he was asked, Adam Mason Chatome, asked him that, Kuami, for some time, we are not seeing you and Lynx well. What does it mean? Are you no more with Lynx here and there? And Kuami said, oh, Lynx there, we are still there. He doesn't understand why people are saying he's left Lynx and he's no more there, and that if really they get to that point where they are no more together, Lynx is a learned institution. They will come out to put out a statement. He also would put out a statement, and this, the responses, the answers, and exactly what he said. Many people who listen to it feel like Kuami is still swerving the question. Something is still not right, and Kuami is not saying it. Well, my people have watched the video, and I'm sure they also have their own thoughts on it. In the studio, someone like Andy Dusty is very close to Lynx, and when that question came up, I was expecting Andy to have really taken some portion and handle, but he didn't touch it at all. He didn't try to even be a part of the Lynx Kuami Eugene conversation. And even that side, me personally, I feel, because when there is a conversation going on somewhere and I have strong information, I'll not even let anybody say, go and submit it. I'll just go ahead and put out my submission, and that'll be fine. But Andy stayed away, and it is still making people think twice about Kuami Eugene versus Lynx Entertainment. But watch the interview, listen to him critically, and let's find out if we can also understand what Kuami meant by we are still working. He said, I've been talking to Richie, but it is not about talking to Richie. You can still not work with someone and talk to him. I've sent songs to Richie. No, all those ones are there. The label and artist business was what Edem was asking. How is that one? Are we still hiding something? Or maybe we just have to listen to him and take what he's saying. Watch a snippet of that interview. When I come back, Roland will start this.
On the musical side, I mean, there are people doing there's something happening with you and Lynx. I mean, today you are here. I would love you to clear the air. Is there anything happening or... What's up with Kuami, Eugene, and Lynx? They are saying that they believe that they didn't see the links, I mean, those things in there, and it's on your platforms. And what was it?
Okay, so with myself and Lynx Entertainment, I think, first of all, I would say that people are so impatient with what they see on social media. If there was an official exit, like everyone is talking about, I don't put anything out, Lynx don't put anything out yet, and people are just trying to end our contract for us. And I think it's I don't know. It's I don't know how to put it, but at the end of the day, I think if we are close to the level where we feel like, okay, Kuami is no more with Lynx and he's done, we'll put it out there for everyone to know. Do you get it? But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, me and Lynx are still working. I just sent a song to Richie 2 days ago on a project he's working on, and he needs me to do one or two before him. So we're very cool. And if I happen to leave there, we'll put it out.
All right. I'm on for the end the contract number.
Yeah, I trying to deal with it. Whose story baby? I see me feel on him. And bet me after Richie is here, so now I'll be like I say, I don't know. So yeah, so if we exit, if I exit Lynx, I'll put it out there. And I'm sure Lynx, will put a statement out there that yes, because they are a big company on their own.
Anyway, so that was it there from Hit FM studio. Ro, are you convinced Kuami is still working with Lynx?
Working with somebody comes in different ways or different forms.
Yeah.
And he can say yes, or I can even say yes, he's still working with Lynx. But as to the type of work is what technically would differentiate or would define what you will call work and what may not. So for him, yes, he has every right to say he's still working with Lynx. Somebody who even has your contact can sit somewhere and say, oh, I am working with Asumisi. I'm working. Exactly.
Yeah,
but as to whether some of us are convinced in terms of what we would call the working relationship, that is when we will probably may fall into the people in his category who are trying to terminate his contract with Lynx. That is when some of us will fall into that particular category. and it is not with any bad intention though.
Okay.
Because yes, nobody. I don't think anybody will have. Anybody will have some headache with Kuami Eugene moving on from Lynx Entertainment. Of course, he's a huge brand, and he will not work with Lynx Entertainment forever.
That'd be that.
That's what we know, and everybody agrees. So if at any point in time there is some kind of distance relationship between you and the label that you were so close with, of course, people will start to ask questions. And definitely when there has not been an official communication, but then people are seeing certain changes which are not usual. And then there people will ask.
The norm has shifted.
Exactly. People will ask questions. Because as far as so many people know, when Kuami Eugene releases his materials, that is his songs and projects, you see Lynx Entertainment badges in there, scattered all over.
Yes.
But now you don't see them. Now there are certain bookings which do not go through Lynx Entertainment. They go to Kuami Eugene direct. There are certain conversations that do not go through Lynx than like before. So in that sense, people would start asking questions. And when answers do not come, especially from both sides, people will be left to just imagine or maybe put their 1 and 2 together. That is with reference to others that have also happened in similar fashion in the industry.
Yeah.
And you can't fault them. You can't say they want to terminate your contract or your relationship with somebody whilst you guys have not agreed to terminate. Because you are not giving them answers. Because you are not telling them anything. Kiddy has whatever works he is having now with Lynx Entertainment. And people understand that you were signed with Kiddy on the same label.
Exactly.
During the same period.
Exactly.
Kiddy has his works there, but yours has changed. So what is actually going on?
Including new YouTube channel.
Exactly. So if you want to tell people that, oh, my relationship with Lynx is still the same, then you should be able to go into details and explain some of these happenings.
Yeah.
Give them reasons why, oh, yes, we are still there, but now the contracts have changed. Maybe I am still working with them, but per only writing and not as their artist. But I come in as maybe a consultant or maybe a writer for them or a producer for them. Just like you are saying, Richie is even working on a project and he even sends some to you and you also send some of your project. Of course, I may not be in a certain camp.
Is okay.
If the relationship is okay, why not? I can still be sending my stuff to people for suggestions and feedbacks and all of that. These things happen. So me, I wasn't so much convinced with his answer because if indeed he wanted to really convince people that he's not left, nobody is saying leaving Lynx Entertainment will kill Kuami, will end his career. Nobody is saying it is a bad thing for Kuami Eugene to leave Lynx Entertainment. No, provided if you are doing well, why not? It is definitely a good decision. You said change is one of the most difficult things on earth. But when you're able to get it right, it is to your advantage and you tend to enjoy them more. So Kuami Eugene should just be at peace, be at ease actually. And if he really wants people to understand that, to understand whatever relationship he has with Lynx Entertainment, I believe he should be able to explain into detail some of the things that have happened.
Okay.
So that people will not just assume certain things that may even come back to hurt him or maybe take their love out of whatever they have for him.
Well, Chemo would also come through. Chemo watched the video as well, and I would want to know what he thinks about the response and whether he's convinced that Kuami Eugene and Lynx, they are still working intact. Chemo.
Yeah, I think when you watch the video, you can see clearly that it is, even if they are working together, it is not the same as we used to know or as it used to be. So I was a little bit disappointed in Kuami Eugene not explaining the current situation or relationship
with the label,
and all that. He tried to give other things that we all know that yes, if you are no more working with somebody officially, it doesn't mean that you don't talk. It doesn't mean that you don't do other collaborations. Like he said, I can call Richie right now, and if he is not sleeping, he will pick. And the time nana.
No, most of my people who don't work here, don't they call me?
They still send messages.
Of course.
Oh, it's also, I mean, the answers gave him out.
Yes.
Like, yes. There were certain things that wasn't right. And, and I don't see why he should shy away from it, or he shouldn't say it as it is. I don't see the difference. Whether you are working with Lynx or not, I mean, at this point in your career, for me, I think it wouldn't matter so much in terms of your presence or your popularity or those things. Well, financially or business-wise, something may change. That one we don't know.
We understand,
But yes, but based on what you have established in this industry, no, I don't see anything changing. So why do you want to hide or don't want to tell the truth or say something in a way for us to go like, what are you trying to say here? And so for me, I think he should come again when somebody asks him
about
yes. He should give us the current situation.
Yes,
and
the
stop,
real happening.
Yes, and stop going around things and all those things. Because we have seen that something has changed. And based on your answer, I mean, it is clear. You sent some.
But his demeanor even
and you sent some project to.
Like he was not comfortable with the question.
Oh, yes. You sent some project to Richie, and you have to work on it for Richie. Obi Adeni here, Juma was sending a project. I will catch a day.
It should be the norm.
It should be the norm. You should be doing that, I mean, many years ago. So it will not matter if you are doing that now. So there's no need for you to say it. I think there's a form of relationship or working together now, but it is not as it used to be. And he's not ready to disclose it. That's the impression that I got from the video and the answer that he gave. And for me, I will advise him. He should come clean when somebody asks him about this, because I don't see the implication of him giving us the current situation of Lynx.
But the implication of him rather not giving it.
Yes. And I don't see why he can't just say it as it is. I'm really surprised that he's running around or saying it in a way like for us to say that you are lying. What will you get from lying about this or not lying about this? Just say it as it is. I think he has grown in the industry. He is a big man himself for him to be himself instead of trying to give answers that will make us suspicious of whatever that he's doing.
Well, we are closing, but let me still be on Chemo, and our editor will also be showing us the video. I believe you might have seen a video of Shatta, Wale and the Dusty smoking their peace pipe on stage, and the fact that the story has gone viral. I decided to pick you guys your opinion on it. Yes, we know the story of Shatta and the Dusty for the past years, if not months, and we also know how heated it got some time ago, and seeing them on the stage on Saturday and telling the world that, oh, we are fine, even calling Andy to come and play one of his songs. I want to see what you guys make out of this, because I've seen some fans who have started writing, hey, Shatta, no, akose or no, but no, Ninkofana be fine, that kind of vibe. I've actually addressed this in my editorial, though, but I also want to get what you guys think about briefly.
So those people should also advise themselves. Why do you want to inherit the enemies of Shatta? What is wrong with you? So Shatta no be nyantokwa. Who your fans in today? Then later you come and blame Shatta for smoking. And into one in the Shatta more no be any free. I mean, I think the fans should be careful about those things. If Shatta, he has his own life. If you go and fight with somebody and you think that Shatta shouldn't patch up with those people, you are not doing yourself any good. You are not even helping Shatta as well. Okay. Because Shatta cannot live alone as an island on himself. And Shatta, he knows that, yes, issues may come, I will have my my pan of fresh or whatever.
Yes,
I will deal with it in my own way. If you love Shatta, if you are a Shatta fan, go with the way Shatta will deal with it. Don't go and just tell him or you try to make him look bad because he want to patch up with somebody. So at the time that he was patching up, he should come back and beg you guys to forgive, and then before you go and patch up, or he should come and consult you people. I mean, I think the fans should learn from this.
Know their role.
Yes. Yeah. They should learn from the Shatta. He has his life, he has his mind, and he will do certain things in his own way. If you really love him, go according to how he acts.
Ro will close the whole show for us, then we can run away from here on a Monday evening. Yes, Ro.
Well, for me, I've always said that Shatta is one of the people who live in the moment. And because I've seen other people say, oh, this is not the first time he's even apologized to Andy Dusty.
Oh, and that he'll fire him again.
That he will bring it again. And I'm like, no. This person lives in the moment. And it is what he feels at that moment. That is why mostly when people wrong him, he would want to say it as it is during that particular time. And after, we move on.
He's gone.
And if there is anything that we can change, we do. If we can't change, we go. Everybody goes on with their life. And that is how Shatta Wale is. So me, actually, yes, it was very interesting seeing them bond like that on stage. But was I so surprised? No. Because there's been so many people who have gone to war and now they are friends. There are so many, and this is not the first time Shatta is even patching up with somebody, even in the industry.
Yes.
Like it has happened in recent times, it has happened on so many occasions. So me, I wasn't so surprised. Like I've said, he lives in the moment, and me, I hope that this particular bond or this particular pipe that they are smoking, the content is clean and it's going to sustain.
That if after smoke they don't get high.
The content, no, me, I want them to get high.
Okay.
I wish the content will be more tobacco so that they can smoke it for long. Meaning, you know, this particular piece to me is not dependent on one person. It's dependent on both of them. Yeah. Kukru jaya keke jai. And say kukru jaya na keke jai. So me, I wish the pipe will be long. The content will be container, so they can smoke for long. Because yes, we need it. We need some of these situations in the industry. We need some of these connections in the industry. Yes, everybody is equally important.
Exactly.
But at a point when you feel you can't be with somebody, of course, it is prudent for you to excuse yourself until it is okay for you guys to be in the same corner again. And it is what it is. It is human behavior. You can't change it. So me, I'm happy that he did this publicly. You know, one time when Andy Dusty came on air and said Shatta had called him to apologize, so many people doubted. Yeah. And me personally, I doubted. But because I know how Shatta sometimes does his things. And this is clear evidence that he's sorry. And he's just like he will come publicly to come and tell people what you did to him that he's not happy with. He's also come publicly to apologize in the middle of his performance. And this is to tell the whole world that at this moment, I am sorry for whatever I said to my brother. And it is what he's feeling, and that's what he said. It will not take anything away from him. So there's no big deal here. But then it is good to see these two people patch up, and it's beautiful.
Wow. So to the fans, this is what you guys should know. Learn from Roland Amate, learn from Intimido Solomon. And like I said in my editorial as well, protect your turf. Don't go and just fight. So if you think, oh, at this stage, the commander-in-chief says we are going here, you follow the tide. If he says we are going here, it is like that. When you're at war, you listen to what the commander says. Oh, ceasefire, he cease fire. Fire, then you fire.
Ceasefire, no, Tumba could be one money.
Yes, ceasefire now, they'll go to This is how we end today's edition of Showbiz Daily. It has been great as usual. Special thanks to the men on the show, Roland Amate, Chemo, and to the producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh, as well as man like Buju Lens. My name is Sammy Flex. If you have any idea to share on the topics, feel free, drop them in the comment section. And again, if you've not subscribed to us, please do so now. Till we meet again, be safe, because we are good. We are out of here. Bye-bye.